Enter any keto community and you will immediately find two completely opposite factions. One group claims the diet provides the deepest, most restorative sleep of their lives. The other group spends their nights staring at the ceiling until 2 in the morning, suffering from severe insomnia. Both of these experiences are entirely true. These two groups are undergoing the exact same biological mechanism. They are just caught at different stages of the body's adaptation process. Surviving the sleepless phase is a biological necessity. Getting less than 7 hours of sleep physically derails the internal chemistry required to make the diet function. This chart shows the relationship between sleep duration and weight loss. The moment you drop below the 7-hour mark, progress hits a hard plateau. Even if you maintain a strict caloric deficit, sleep deprivation spikes ghrelin, accelerates hair loss, and halts fat burning entirely. Ghrelin is a hormone produced in the gut that signals your brain to feel hungry. In order to reach those deep, restorative benefits, you first have to survive a temporary, invisible chemical tug-of-war happening inside your brain. The first 1 to 4 weeks of eliminating carbohydrates create a volatile transition phase. As your body withdraws from its usual fuel source, your brain chemistry actively crashes. This flowchart maps the biological pathway for sleep. Carbohydrates trigger an insulin spike. That insulin forces tryptophan across the blood-brain barrier, converting into the sleep hormone melatonin. Tryptophan serves as a precursor for serotonin and melatonin, but without carbs, you eliminate the insulin spike. This pathway shuts down, leaving your brain without melatonin to initiate sleep. Missing sleep hormones are only half the equation. A secondary active threat emerges the moment you try to go to sleep, a sharp rise in stress hormones. This graph tracks your nighttime blood chemistry. As your blood glucose drops during the night, a liver that isn't yet adapted to burning fat enters a state of panic. To manufacture emergency glucose, it pumps out cortisol. Cortisol is the body's primary stress hormone, designed to increase heart rate and keep you alert in dangerous situations. Simultaneously, the rapid loss of water weight during early keto flushes essential electrolytes like magnesium and potassium from your system. This deficiency misfires your nerves, triggering agonizing muscle cramps in your legs. Zero sleep hormones, spiking stress levels, and sudden muscle spasms. When combined, these factors make early insomnia a biological response to a changing environment, rather than a lack of discipline. Eventually, the body stops panicking over the low glucose. Around month 2, you reach a metabolic transition where you become fully fat adapted. Your liver begins producing a new primary fuel source that successfully crosses the blood-brain barrier: ketones. Ketones are alternative energy molecules produced by the liver from broken-down fat stores. This diagram illustrates the direct result of that new fuel. The brain's use of ketones triggers a significant increase in GABA. GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, is an amino acid that functions as the central nervous system's most powerful relaxing anti-anxiety neurotransmitter. This internal flood of GABA pulls you out of the turbulent transition phase. It actively suppresses neural excitability and allows for the deep, restorative sleep reported by veteran keto dieters. The logistical hurdle is surviving a 30-day wait for that specific GABA response without reverting to a high-carb diet out of pure exhaustion. The solution is a targeted microdose strategy. By consuming exactly 10 to 15 grams of carbohydrates with your final meal of the day, an amount roughly equal to a single half slice of a sweet potato, you manipulate your chemistry. Mathematically, this small dose provides just enough insulin to push tryptophan into the brain and trigger the melatonin chain reaction, while remaining small enough to keep your body safely in ketosis. Next, you need a chemical blocker to combat the midnight cortisol spike. Taking 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate directly before bed provides the necessary defense. This specific form of magnesium performs a double-duty rescue. It actively suppresses the brain's cortisol production while stopping the electrical nerve misfires that cause leg spasms. Your physical environment requires adjustment as well. Drop your bedroom temperature to 18 to 20 degrees Celsius and enforce a hard cutoff for caffeine consumption at 1 p.m. A fat-adapted metabolism burns actively, generating excess ambient body heat. Furthermore, the absence of carbohydrates increases your brain's biological sensitivity to caffeine, extending its effects and keeping you wired for hours. Sleep is an incredibly active, necessary macronutrient. It requires precise, strategic management to survive the transition and access the full range of biological adaptations offered by the keto diet.